came for my wins. I need my ends. This life is real. Don't play pretend. Came off the bench. I get it in. I get it in. I get it in. Came for my wins. I need my ends. This life is real. Can't play pretend. Came off the bench. I get it in. I get it in. I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice hold. Remember days when I spin a penny pinch, now the bank account is lit, and it's up, and it's stuck, just like Cardi said. Same faces around me, and it's hard to burn. Saying how you do it, but you all dead. Living on the ground, yeah, you probably heard. Ballin', like it's game time. Locked in when it's game time. Yeah, I'm ballin', like it's game time. Locked in when it's game time. I couldn't wait for mine. I got down, couldn't wait in line. Game time. Locked in when it's game time.
What up?
What up, man?
It's the Sunday third. What up? It's game time, baby. This is Bottom Line Sports. Giving you the Sunday Surge. Sunday Surge, baby. Coming to you live. My name is Flo. That guy over there is Canteen. Guy down there, that's Hot Take Jake. Omar's coming somewhere.
Flo, can you hear me, Flo?
Yeah.
That sounds like a little, like a static in the background. Is it staticky on y'all's end?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. You go away? Better?
Nah, it sounds like a little staticky a little bit. Not too bad, though.
Okay. Hey, there's the sports professor. Hey. What's up, Jim? Well,
I celebrate tonight, even if my Chargers lose, which I've been hoping that we celebrate.
Here we go. Welcome to the Bottom Line Sports crew. Well, actually, the Sunday Surge, we're the Bottom Line Sports. We're on Let's Talk Sports. We're on several platforms. Go find us at The Bottom Line Sports. The Bottom Line Sports. And bring you all your Sunday recap stuff this afternoon or this evening. Man, good day of football. I know Jake's excited.
Whose mic is broken? Is that my mic? Is my mic broken? Not my mic.
What? What's wrong?
Somebody got staticky mic.
Staticky mic? You're static still?
Nah. It was earlier, but not anymore. It was earlier.
All right. It's game time, baby. We can do all our music, all our sounds. We're no longer exclusive just on the Let's Talk Sports Network. We're on all our networks. Good to see you, Shane.
Bears, man.
Yeah,
must
man.
be feeling very, very shitty.
Yeah. Man, what a day of sports, man. Every surprises out there, but hey, it's game time, baby. Here we go. All right, Canteen. Here we go. All right, let's do your favorite, Can.
Hey, you can watch.
We need to bring it down just a bit. We know Can's feeling a little. Man, Can's feeling a little pain right now. A little pain going on.
Bad, bro. Bad day for football, man.
Bad day, man. Let's go. All right. So, what do we want to start? We're going to recap your Sunday NFL football action. We're going to preview Sunday night, Monday Night Football here in a minute. But let's catch up. Let's get some of these recaps going.
Okay.
Some of the early games. Let's do Packers and Bears.
Man.
Packers 7-3 now. Bears 4-6. Close game. I mean, came down to the last kick, kind of like the Chiefs game the week before, and the Packers pull it out 20-19. Man, can give us start us out.
All right, man. That Green Bay Bears game ended up being a 2019 score. Packers ended up blocking a field goal in the final seconds of that game. And so as we look at the numbers, Jordan Love went 13 for 17, 261 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Josh Jacobs ended up having 18 carries, 76 yards, 1 touchdown, and Watson One of their receivers had 4 receptions and 150 yards. The Williams kid from the Bears, 23 for 31, 231 yards. DeAndre Swift had a pretty decent day. 14 carries, 71 yards, 1 touchdown. And is it Odunze?
Odunze, yeah.
Odunze, okay.
Yeah.
6 receptions, 65 yards. Man, hey, this was a tough break for the Bears, man. The Bears have not been losing by like blowouts or just getting beat pummeled. They've been losing some close games. I think they're still relevant, but it's going to be hard when you have a team like
in that division.
Detroit's at the top of their division, and then you got a team. Hold on, man.
What's going on?
J-Dog, stop, man. Stop. You distracted me, man.
Man, get some profession. Come on.
Canteen, get some damn analysis in or
right,
come on.
So I gave you guys the numbers and all that good stuff, but hey, for the Bears, it's probably a lost season for them because you got the Lions that are doing good, and you got a 7-3 team in Green Bay. Hey, that's all I got on that game, man. Close game, but Flo, you got to never mind.
All right, Omar, give us your take on this. These two teams in this game. Close game, went down to the wire.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing else to say other than
the
Packers have proved that they are playoff contenders. They have grinded out division wins. But the most thing I want to talk about this game, because I watched the game live while it was going on, I am so flummoxed. What a great word by a Puerto Rican
flummoxed
TV show. I am so flummoxed.
Translate that into Spanish.
I am so confused. I am so confunded that the Bears continue to ruin quarterback after quarterback after quarterback, and they can't develop a quarterback. And when they're given a running quarterback, a la Fields or shit, we didn't know Caleb. Excuse me for my language. We didn't know Caleb Williams could run until today. It's been 10 weeks, and he ran for 100 yards in the first quarter. So who are we blaming now? We need to be blaming the Bears. The Bears are the problem.
Maybe the management.
It is the management. It is the system, and it is the owner. And I'm sorry to say that about the owners because I really like the female owner that they have. She's an amazing person. But this has gone back a long time that the Bears have not been able to have a good quarterback. And Jay Cutler wasn't good. So don't give me Jay Cutler. Okay? Hot take Jake. I know you're going to say Jay Cutler because you're a Broncos fan, but don't try that.
Go ahead, Jake.
Caleb looked like what I've been calling him.
You're the one that's staticky, Jake. You're the one. You're the one. They're all static, man. You sound like a robot.
3000. You sound like the Terminator Part 2.
Yeah, you're like,
I'll be back. I'll be back.
I'll be back. We found the staticky person.
Hold on. It was because my thing dropped and I ain't got my ring light on. Hold on. I'll be right back.
All right, man. Yeah, this is a tough one. It seems like a lost season for the Bears now. They're 4-6. They are in a very, very, very tough division. It's going to be hard for them. If you look at the standings as far as where everybody stands right now for the playoffs, we're getting pretty close to the playoff race.
With that division flow, I was gonna hit, man. You got the Lions 9-1, Vikings are 8-2, and then you got a 7-3 Packers team, and then they're at the bottom at 4-6. But not only that, man. I mean, once we look at some projections the rest of the way, man. I mean, the Bears, I think they're coming up on a bye week, I believe, man. I think they're coming up on a bye week right before Thanksgiving, and then they're gonna play on Thanksgiving Day. But then when they play on Thanksgiving, they got to play the Lions. No, they don't have a bye. They got double games. They're gonna play Sunday at home against the Vikings. Then they got the Lions on Thanksgiving night, and then after the following week, they got the 49ers rolling into town. So it doesn't get any easier for the Bears at this point. And then when you got 3 teams in your division that are playing way above 500,
plus they have, for the playoff race, they have the Niners, the Rams, Seattle, and the Bucs ahead of them for that last spot. Yeah, and Washington, of course, they've got officially have the last spot right now. So
yeah.
What you got, Jake? See if your mic's fixed.
Can y'all hear me better now?
That's better.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake, look at the comment though. As a WWE fan, you like that. Look at the comment. You look like Kane when you first.
Where's the hat, Jake? Where's your wife's hat? Go pull out your wife's hat.
Hey, man, I haven't done that in here. Like I said, hey, Caleb Williams, too busy worried about Wendy's saucy nuggets and promoting that crap. You were too busy worried about that.
Wow.
Than trying to play football.
That episode of the Final Say podcast.
You're damn right. Shout out Final Say. As I was saying, it's embarrassing. I told y'all this quarterback was overhyped. I told y'all that at the beginning of the year. This quarterback's way overhyped. They're not looking good. This is worse than what it is.
But is this Caleb or is this more the
This is Caleb.
the organization?
This is Caleb.
Really?
I've heard many experts say he holds on to the ball a little too long. A lot of times. Go ahead.
Now, I will say this with the changes. They made some changes at the offensive coordinator. And Thomas Brown, a guy that came out of Georgia, he did a phenomenal job with the offense today. So I have to give props where props are due. He did a great job with the offense today. They allowed Swift. He opened up the run game a lot today, man. Swift really did that. He did that.
Well, that's what I think you need to do with Caleb. Caleb is not a drop back passer 30-plus times. He's not going to look good.
Right.
You need to establish a run for this guy. He's not a great rookie quarterback.
Well, especially early on.
Been running him all damn year, and we haven't understood why. And I agree with
There's
James.
a reason he's
Down
fourth.
to ownership and management.
Right now, to me, guys, he's fourth on the QB starting list out of all the rookies right now. I'd put him under Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, and
if you look at
Drake May.
If
you look at their season stats,
Drake May just destroyed him last week with a lesser talented team, Ken. Look that up. With a lesser talented team, Drake May outplayed him.
Very less
That's a
talented.
good point, Jake. I'm not arguing that point.
Think about that. I'm telling you,
your
Caleb
mic's
was the
going
most
off,
overhyped.
Omar.
He's looking the most like a
sound like you're in
bum.
a tunnel.
Who's that?
Omar, it sounded like he was in a tunnel or something.
Oh.
I don't know.
As for the Packers,
My mic dropped off.
I knew
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I hit it off while I was moving my arms so much. I hit it off.
What an idiot. What an
All right.
idiot, Omar.
Come
What
on,
an
Jake.
idiot!
Don't
You're
do
an
Jake.
idiot. All right, you
Come
can't
on,
sound
Jake,
mofo.
I don't know what we can do. Mic thrower now. He's the mic thrower, I guess.
I'm the
Mike
mic thrower,
thrower.
the mic repper. We come
The
to
mic-
NFL
mic
Sunday.
thrower.
Like I said,
than anybody.
As for the Packers, though, proud of them. They're doing what
Like
they
that,
got to
Ken.
do.
Like that.
They're getting ready for that playoffs run. Absolutely.
Hey, Penix.
All right.
Penix about to be the fourth best, as Canteen would call him, Mr. Penix.
Is it time for
we'll get
Michael Penix?
Hey, we'll get to that
Time.
game.
They should
Canteen.
have brought him in today. They should have played him today.
Oh, now you're
Okay.
off. You're off Cousins
So
now.
GB's
All
not
of a
too
sudden.
far off. Thank you.
You get
GB.
one
He's
game.
not
You're
too
off
far
Cousins now. Come on, let's talk about that game now. Let's go ahead and talk about it because it's there. I know Jake's raring to go for this
Oh,
game.
y'all go ahead. We can talk about other games before.
I
just
want
can't
to
wait.
get it out. I want to get it out of the way. The Broncos
Come on, Flo.
beat up on the Falcons. Let's talk about it because we mentioned Penix. Go ahead and talk about it. Your lowly Falcons. It still applies in my book. If you get beat by 30 points this late in the season, 30 plus points, you're not really a playoff.
You better
Go
stop that. You better stop that.
See,
You better
and-
stop that.
Jake, Jake, what were you about to
You better
caveat?
stop
You're
that
winning by
right now.
default.
Jake,
you're winning
you
by
said that to you a couple
default.
weeks ago, and what happened?
Default.
Happened
What
to
are you
his
talking
Cowboys pretty fast.
They didn't lose by 30 or 30 plus points.
Right.
They suck. They're not making the playoffs. The Falcons still have a chance. Don't you worry on that. Go ahead. Go ahead, Cam.
Lost by
You good.
28 points. Please do not ever quote
But that
betting.
no, I'm
You were
just
wrong.
saying
You were
that was
He was trying to
was what I
detail the
said.
30 points.
That was what I said.
because of that.
I wasn't
Ever
wrong.
since then, he's looked pretty dumb on it.
No, I
Because
haven't.
now his team's just been straight trash now. Ken, don't worry. Your
I don't
team
have a
still has a
quarterback.
chance to
I don't
bounce
have a
back.
quarterback. Let's see how you would look without your
We don't have a
quarterback.
quarterback. Neither have the
Without your
Raiders.
quarterback, Jake.
Oh,
Get out of here. Get out of here. You know better than that. If you don't have your
right,
quarterback,
man.
you're not
Go
gonna
ahead,
make it.
Ken. Bring up them stats,
All
buddy.
right, man. So this
Get out of here.
Now, Flo can't
Get out
say
of
this
here.
point. Me and Flo, we make our picks every week. I did pick the Broncos to win, and the reason I picked the Broncos to win, and I made it clear to Flo that they're playing on the road, and it's very,
But you didn't
very
pick a
cold
blowout.
out in Denver. I didn't say blowout. I said by 3. I said they
Okay.
would win by 3, but hey, on the back end, it was a blowout. But the score was 38-6.
You put up
I mean,
Pingwell already?
Kirk Cousins, 18 for 27, 173 yards, 1 interception. B. John Robinson, 12 carries, 35 yards. Drake London, 3 receptions, 61 yards. I mean, our offense was horrific. It was horrible. I mean, they didn't even allow Algier couldn't run the ball. Kyle Pitts, he wasn't even useful in the game at all. But then you look at Bo Nix, 28 for 33. The kid passed for 307 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Woo! Hey, never stop. I know we like to bring up Russ on that. Russ never had those type of numbers. Woo! That's a little smoky.
But he's in first place.
Smoky.
He's in
All
first
right,
place in this
Williams had 9 carries.
Not because of him.
Yards,
we'll bring up that game.
And then I think Cortland Sutton 7 receptions, 78 yards. At this point in the season, I'm gonna have to say this right here, and I know I may get a lot of backlash from it at this point. After Kansas City got beat tonight,
One game.
you gotta say that the Broncos are a viable team in the AFC West. I mean, when you look at Bo Nix's numbers today, he looked really, really good. I wasn't even expecting them. I expected them to win, but I didn't expect them to beat the Falcons the way that they beat them. And I picked your team to win, Jake. So, Jake, I think the road does get a little easier as you maneuver through the rest of the season. I think you'll make the playoffs. I think you'll do really well in the playoffs.
Well, we got a division rivalry next.
Now, based off of what happened today, because there were a lot of great teams that got beat today. A lot of great teams.
All right, Omar, give us your thought. I know you're no Bronco lover, or you don't really care for them that much, but give us your honest analysis here.
What do you think, Omar? What do you think of that?
Are the Broncos going to make the playoffs?
Finally find a quarterback.
Is it still up in the air? What do you think, Professor?
How does it make you feel, Omar, knowing that you're the only team to not have a quarterback now in that division?
I like to rub it in.
Well, no, that's fine. Let him keep talking that trash. let him talk trash. I love it. I'm gonna marinate.
Because you know what we got next week, right, Omar? You know what we got next week, right?
And when it
better
comes,
hope you win that game.
When it comes, baby, I'm gonna be all over you like a raccoon on a freaking trash bag. I'm gonna hump the hell out of you, baby. Come on now. Here we go. First of all, we should not be accepting the fact that the Broncos are a good team because they beat the Falcons. I'm sorry, Canteen. The Falcons' offense is good enough, but their defense is trash and has been all year long. And you see that giving up 38 points to the anemic before this Denver Broncos offense. If you want me to think that Bo Nix had one good game and that's going to save the Broncos season, I will get off this thing right now.
Go ahead, Jake. I think Omar's done.
Is that what we're hearing, Omar? You manifested Shador?
He's trying to. He's trying real hard.
Shador's a Raider. Shador is already a Raider. Shador Sanders is already a Raider.
Not if Dion has anything to say about it.
What? You think Dion would let him come to the Raiders? The silver
I don't think he would.
And now I will say this, Flo. With Tom Brady having an ownership in that organization, I mean, Shador would be in lights out there in Las Vegas. I think he has
He's not gonna be a coach. No, it's not like Brady's gonna be a coach out there.
How far is Boulder from Las Vegas? Like 1,000 miles or something? It's very close. Very close.
It's closer to Dallas than it is.
Well, then let's
Hopefully
go.
y'all get him.
Bring out Shador, baby. Let's go. I want him.
They're gonna ruin his career.
Yeah.
Denver looked great. It was beautiful to watch. I mean, Kirk couldn't get nothing going. Bo Nix. Boy, are we glad we let go of that bum Russ. That boy Bo Nix looked like no other, man.
He was in first place.
4 TDs. Not because of him. We'll get to that. Don't you worry. Not because of him. And I called that one.
Oh, Jake, you
what do you mean not because of him?
4 TDs to 0. 307 yards. A man on this show was making sure to see if we would ever get that 6th win. We had to get it. Boy, did we get it. I loved it. Beautiful dub. Next up. We want playoffs. We control our destiny. We win these next few games. We will do exactly what I said we would do. And that's see the Chiefs in the playoffs. Be ready, guys.
Okay, so for anybody, but this is kind of for Jake a little bit, but so as far as the Broncos, so now have you turned your back on?
So. Hold on. Can we go back to this real quick? And Peter had a comment. Look at this real quick. He says he thinks it's going to be tough for the Raiders to get top 3. Can we look at the standings real quick? I'd like to look at what the NFL draft standings are right now. I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, in the AFC, you're just above the Jags.
So 2025 draft order as of now. I'm looking this article up right now. You got the Patriots, obviously number 1.
Get a quarterback.
They already have a
Jags
quarterback.
number 2.
That's what I'm saying. They wouldn't get a quarterback.
Jags might. I wouldn't put it past them.
I wouldn't. No. Jags just paid
The
Trevor.
Jags
Yeah, they
may,
would
but
pay Trevor.
I would.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past
I'd get a coach. I think Trevor.
Well, but I think they're going to fire
look,
Peterson.
I think
So,
Trevor
or-
has been ruined by the
Who's picking
coaching
number
that
3?
he's had so far.
Is Carolina
Hold on,
there?
I'm looking for
Carolina? Okay.
Hold
Go-
on,
hurry
hold
up.
on, hold on. I'm trying. Dude, you can keep talking while I'm getting it up. I had the wrong one. It only gave me. Okay. So, wait. Oh, shit. Is this updated as of now? How many games do we put? Oh, it's week 11. Yes. So Jacksonville is now in first place, 2-9.
Okay.
Tennessee, Cleveland, Vegas, and New York are at 2-8. So Vegas is in the number 4 spot right now.
Mhm.
Oh, so you might not get them. Cleveland might do it.
Why? Who's gonna get them? Tennessee.
I think Cleveland will.
Tennessee might. Tennessee
You
might.
think Cleveland would? With
Or Tennessee.
Nah,
after they
no.
They
I'm
might.
telling
I
you,
mean,
spent
he's
all
hurt
their
again.
money on Deshaun Watson.
They would-
I don't
Cleveland
know.
or Tennessee will.
Shador would be cheap in comparison.
And who's to say New York doesn't try to either?
Right.
I think
New York definitely.
I think
New York
Travis Hunter
definitely
would be a
needs
better fit up there in New York.
Who knows? We'll see. All right. So that's something else. But yeah, let's talk in a different subject.
Yeah,
but
thank you, Shane. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're bundled up. That's right. Yeah. No,
All
and
right.
GB, you're right. That's what Flo said. Yeah, Cleveland could. I agree with that. Cleveland could.
right.
I just don't.
Cleveland-
The problem with that is, and I did this on. Go check out the Mind of Professor. I did a whole segment on Deshaun Watson. The Browns, if
Worst
they
trade
eat
in
his
history.
salary, it's the worst trade ever in NFL history. The Browns would have to eat almost $100 million in dead cap, whether they release him now or even next year.
I mean, what
So
did y'all
their
have?
best bet
Hey,
would,
y'all had to eat a bunch
but
of
their
money.
best bet would be just
Not
keep
like that.
Dorian
Not like that.
Robinson.
That is bad. They paid
like-
full get caught. They paid fully guaranteed. We didn't do. That's why we released them before June. We got to save some money out of that.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
it's
difference.
not-
They paid that boy
that's bad.
fully guaranteed. That was the first fully guaranteed contract in NFL history.
Wow.
I would take Cam Ward, but
Cam
I'd rather
Ward,
have Shador. I would rather have Shador Sanders.
Okay. All right, so let's move on to another subject. I know we're not necessarily, because we were talking about your Raiders, but not necessarily as a playoff team, but we talked about them as possibly getting the third pick. The Raiders played the Dolphins. The Dolphins once again looked pretty good with Tua behind the helm. As the offense looks a lot better. They're 4-6 now. The Dolphins, they're not out of the playoff picture. They're right there, in ninth place, technically behind the Colts and Denver, who's got that last spot right now. Let's talk about this game and what do you think, Ken, about Denver's or about Dolphins' chance of making the playoffs?
All right, man. This game ended in a victory of 34-19. Let me hit the Raiders numbers real quick. Minshew, Gardner Minshew he had a really good game. He went 30 for 43, threw for 282 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Myers, the running back, 1 carry, 20 yards. It's not good. Bowers, the Georgia kid, 13 receptions, 126 yards, 1 touchdown. Tua, 28 for 36, 288 yards, 3 touchdowns. He threw for 3. All right, man. Can y'all say this kid's name? Because I don't want to butcher his name. David H-Chan. Thank you, Omar. Thank you. 17 carries, 73 yards, 1 touchdown. Smith, their receiver, 6 receptions, 100.
You didn't like Cam Ward, the Raiders?
And 2 touchdowns. So right now, man, when we look at the AFC East right now, the Dolphins are in second place in the AFC East at this point. I think it's a shootout at this point with that division for
But a playoff spot even if it come in second, they may not make the playoffs.
They may not make the playoffs.
So do you think they still can? Are they in the?
It's gonna be tight, Flo, because you got to look at AFC West. You got 3 teams that are doing really well over 500. The same with the AFC North. You got 2 teams that are doing well, and the Texans are doing really well.
Right now, only Indianapolis and Denver are ahead of them in the playoff race. So they got to keep up with those 2 teams.
They got to keep up with those 2 teams, and Denver looks promising. Jake, I got to give you props, man. Where your props is due.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If the fans don't get to the postseason,
don't worry. The Colts is their future is about to head out next week. They got the Lions.
The Colts, Richardson looked pretty good, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
They got the Lions next week. Good luck. Yeah, they were playing the worst team ever.
Hey GB, I get to correct you now. I get to correct you. It's not A-Chain. It's A-Chan. I saw an interview,
Yeah.
and he's one that said it was HN.
HN. All right. So Omar, let us know, what do you think? Can the Miami Dolphins, knock out the Colts and the Broncos to get into the playoff? I mean, they look a lot better on offense now, and they gave the Bills all they could handle. Only lost by 3. They beat a playoff team in the Rams after they're healthy. They even gave Arizona all they could handle. Only lost by 1 point. So, can the Dolphins make a run here to the playoffs?
Yeah, I have the same answer I had last week. As long as you have Tua healthy, as long as you have that receiving core, as long as you have that 3-headed monster at running back.
What about this?
More than
Not can they, but will they knock out the Broncos out of the playoffs? What do you think?
I mean,
I don't know. I doubt it. The
Broncos got a tougher schedule, I think.
I think they got the Packers, Niners, and they got the Texans. Those are all losable losses.
They also got the Jets twice and New England.
Yeah, we get the Raiders.
And Cleveland.
What are you talking about? We get the Raiders and Browns. What are you talking about? Hey,
that's a rivalry game.
We get the Raiders, Browns, then we get the Chiefs at the end of the year. Not only that, with the Chiefs now losing and they're not going for undefeated anymore, who's to say they're not just tanking for that? They're not even caring about that game.
Right.
Possible, but it depends how the Bills do. If they lose another game, then they may need that game. If the Bills keep winning and the Chiefs, let's say they lose one more game, then they can't afford to do
The thing that I love, that no matter what, guys, the thing that I love about having the 3 o'clock games, and Denver has it because we have the West Coast, if the Bills, which you usually would have the 12 o'clock games that Sunday of the game, if the Bills would win and they would have the same record, the Chiefs would still rest their players because it's a 3:25 game, because it's a late game because of the West Coast. So they would rest it in the end. So no matter what, they lose another game.
I don't know why you're worried about it.
I don't think they would rest, not win first place, though.
Huh?
That's bad news for you, because now they're, if the Bills keep winning, Kansas City cannot.
About that.
I'm saying if they lose another game,
will not get close.
Oh, we're getting close.
What I'm saying now is, now the Bills.
I can't wait till the Raiders upset you.
Now the Bills won, and the Bills keep winning. Kansas City can't afford to lose a game and be tied with Buffalo, and then they'll get.
I believe the Bills are going to lose. I called that game out weeks ago when they played the Lions. They got the Lions soon.
But if they don't, that's bad news for you guys at the end of the game.
No matter what, either the Bills or Chiefs lose, it's good news anyways. Either way.
Not for you.
Yeah.
It'd be better if they went undefeated, because that last game, because they could lose another game towards the end, as long as it wasn't to the Bills.
No, because if they have the 2 losses with the Bills will win the tiebreaker.
But I'm saying, if they had beaten the Bills, it'd be better for you, because they could lose a game to somebody else.
I'm not worried at all, because like I told you, the Bills will lose to the Lions. You watch.
Okay. We'll see.
All
right, so here we go. Let's go. Vikings and Titans. Titans, of course, 2-8. Vikings, viable playoff team, but
why are we talking about this game?
Well, I'm just saying, are the Vikings still gonna? Can they make a run?
I know.
Well, I'm just saying.
Game.
I mean,
Vikings won.
The Vikings played good. Let me hit this one thing about the Vikings.
No, well, come on, y'all. Remember, we got 20 minutes till the game starts, and people are going to start tuning out. So maybe we should do the best games and not talk about shitty games. That's all I'm saying.
Let me hit this one point. The Vikings 8-2.
Hey, you run the show. You go ahead, Omar. You get all the games.
I'm not running the show.
No,
that's not what I'm saying.
No.
Oh
you know what?
Here we go. Oh my God.
Pick them. Don't talk about this game, Canteen. Let's move on.
Pobrecito.
Let's move on.
Right. Oh, me.
Omar, I'm just doing what you told me to do. Either we're gonna do it and argue about it, or we're just gonna move on. Okay, let's just go.
Why are you
Seahawks and Niners? I'm not getting upset. I'm trying to move on. You had to interrupt to make a point about it. Now let's just move on to another game. If you didn't care, why did you make a point to interrupt?
See how mad he's getting? For no
exactly.
reason. No,
I'm just saying. Why are you going to interrupt?
Canteen, go ahead. What you had? My bad.
No, I mean, we can move on, man. The game I really want to hit is that Ravens-Steelers game.
Doesn't make sense.
Let's hit that one, Flo.
Let's go.
All right, man. So the Ravens-Steelers game, tight game, ended in a 16-18 win. I know Jake had a lot of mouth. Jake had a lot of bad things to say, but let me hit the numbers really quick, man.
Oh, yeah, let's look up these numbers.
Let me hit the numbers, bro. Lamar Jackson went 16 for 23, 207 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Derrick Henry, 13 carries, 65 yards, 1 touchdown, and likely their receiver, 4 receptions, 75 yards. Russell Wilson, 23 for 36, 205 yards, 1 interception.
Yeah, no TDs. Yeah.
Let me
Go
finish.
ahead.
Najee Harris, 18 carries, 63 yards, and George Pickens, 8 receptions, 89 yards. At this point in the season, here's what I'll say. Jake, you said a lot of bad things. You tried to mar Russell Wilson. You tried to ruin his career. You tried to just dog him out.
Russ didn't do good, Cam.
Career. Wow.
Let me finish.
You tried to throw him under the bus.
No, and that's what Jake. You tried to throw him under the bus. You tried to talk down on him, and then you had your coach. You said it was Sean Payton that dogged him out. But here's the thing: the guy's 8-2. They're in number 1 in their division. They're in the driver's seat. I foresee a lot of great things.
That defense looks a hell of a lot good. Absolutely.
From the Steelers,
I agree with that.
As we progress through the season, I'm glad I didn't pick them because Lamar Jackson, he did okay. They look okay. They're 7-4. Here's the thing. I hope they don't do what they did last year in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
The Ravens?
The Ravens. Yeah.
They won't because they won't be in first place, so they can't do.
What you got, Omar?
Yeah, Justin Tucker he missed a couple field goals, and that's not
Terrific.
obvious. Yeah, it's not like him, right? One of the best field goal kickers in history. That's not like him. That's not going to happen usually. So let's just chop this up to a division game, as you know how I like to say, very close division games. It was a really good game. I loved watching it. It went really back and forth. But if Justin Tucker wouldn't have missed those field goals, we wouldn't be talking about this right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Woulda. Okay, go ahead, Jake.
My point was
Right.
I said it on the pod, on my other pod. Hey, this is going to show me that Russ really doesn't cover this team. If there's one person I got to give an apology to, it's Mike Tomlin. That defense is playing elite. They won off of field goals today. Russ's moonball was complete shit. Couldn't do crap all game. Didn't do nothing.
Quit doing that. Don't do that, Jake.
Russ didn't do crap.
Well, don't do that, though. You're talking about one game. All the other games just look fine.
Come on.
4 turnovers the defense made.
You're talking about one game. So we're going to talk about Bo Nix's worst game?
I'm just saying the defense
like
had 4 turnovers. Russ did not look good at all. In fact, if half those times they weren't in field goal range because of
neither did Lamar Jackson. So Lamar Jackson's no good now? He didn't look good either.
He didn't look good at all either.
He's no good
Lamar
either?
faced
So
a
he's
better
trash
defense. I just saw Joe Burrow throw 35 on this damn defense last week. And now this week, Russ can't get a move ball for 1 touchdown? Get out of here. I just saw Joe Burrow throw 35 on that defense. I told you about Russ. He's not real.
Is Joe Burrow going to make the
Rely
playoffs?
on the defense.
Is Joe Burrow going to make the playoffs? Is Joe Burrow going to make the playoffs?
No.
You're out on Joe Burrow now because you can't be in with Joe Burrow because he's going to kick you out. He's going to kick you out of the playoffs. You're out on Joe Burrow now.
Hey, whatever Burrow does, that's on him. All I'm saying is who has the better team between
Burrow time.
Hold on. If you flip Russ and Joe Burrow, would Joe Burrow make the playoffs with the Steelers as well?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Get out of here with that crap. Well, Russ is making the play. No. Russ is getting ready on.
He's playing well.
The Steelers could be back-to-back champions if they had.
Come on, man.
But he's playing way better than he did with the Broncos.
Russ
That's all
didn't
I'm
play
saying.
well.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
all on the defense.
That's what I'm saying. I said that the whole time. He's playing better than he did with the Broncos, and that's facts.
No. He didn't play good at all. This game was terrible.
It doesn't matter. One game. So,
Yuck.
What are you saying? I don't know what you're saying. What's your point?
What
Everybody
I'm
has
trying
a bad
to say
game.
is the Steelers can only win if a defensive game gets played. Here's the thing. What happens if that defense doesn't play well that week?
Doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
The Ravens did exactly what I said to do. Keep him in the pocket. Let him throw from the pocket. He didn't do crap.
Okay.
He didn't do crap.
Yeah,
how many sacks did he have?
When you become a hater or something, you're just a hater. You're going to hate on it.
No hate. I'm just being honest.
Yes, you are. You're a Russ hater because you didn't do nothing with your Broncos.
Hey, so I don't know if you know this, but we moved on. We had a 4 TD quarterback recently, bro. We had one today. Hey, we're feeling good right now. I'll tell you that right now, Flo. We feel good. Hey, Russ, congrats, bro. But we already getting married right now.
Okay. Omar, which game you want to do next?
I want everybody to hit that like button, hit that love button right now. Hit that laugh button.
There you go.
Whatever you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I see y'all out there. Hey, see, ain't nobody hitting that like button. Make sure you join the Facebook group at The Bottom Line Sports. That's what I would like to do.
Get to the,
how about that,
either
Flo?
the Niners
like
one or the
promo?
Bills one.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your game you want to talk about next?
Which one y'all want to
Let's
go
go
with?
with that. Go 49ers
All right,
Seahawks.
man. So we'll hit
Seahawks.
that Seahawks, Seahawks and 49ers game. They're both 5-5 now, but the Seahawks end up winning at the end of the game 20-17. So when we look at let's look at Geno Smith. He ended up going 25 for 32, threw for 221 yards, threw for 1 interception. Kenneth
I got some
Walker,
things to say. Yeah.
14 carries, 54 yards, 1 touchdown. In Jigba, right? In Jigba, did I say it right, Omar?
You got it. You got it. Yes, sir.
All right.
You got it.
10 receptions, 110 yards. Brock Purdy, 21 for 28, 159 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. McCaffrey came back, 19 carries, 79 yards. And Jennings, 10 receptions, 91 yards, 1 TD. Man, I think I picked Seattle. I think I did pick Seattle for this win, man. That division is kind of in disarray right now. I mean, you got 2 5-5 teams, and then you got one team. I think the Arizona Cardinals are at 6-4, I believe. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Cardinals are at 6-4, and the Cardinals are in the driver's seat of that division at this point in the season. No, yeah, that's right. They're 6-4, and then the Rams are 5-5, and then so you got 3 teams that are 5-5. So you got the Rams, 49ers, and then the Seahawks in that order, all at 5-5, all playing right at 500, and the Cardinals at 600 with 6-4. I really don't think the 49ers are as viable as we thought they were, man. Seahawks, none of those teams out of the NFC West. If anybody goes to the playoff from that division, I don't think they're really going to do much or go far at all, is what I project, man.
Okay. So what do you think? Is this the Seattle winning this game, Omar? Is this bad news for the Niners? They're now tied in the division. I mean, they're all, those are the last 3 teams out. Niners, Rams, and Seattle in that 7th spot against Washington. So unless they go catch the Arizona, it looks like just one team's going to make it in that division.
Yeah, probably one team's going to make it. I'm still not counting out the San Francisco 49ers. I think that now that they have Christian McCaffrey back, I think that they can start to get into a groove. And I know this is a tough loss. Obviously, losing to your division rival is not fun and doesn't help your playoff chances that you mentioned. But I also don't believe in the Seahawks. I also don't believe in the Rams. I also don't believe in the Cardinals. So if I'm going to believe in anybody, I'm going to believe in the 49ers.
Really? All right, your thoughts. I think me and you kind of had San Francisco in second place here. What are your thoughts, Jake, on this game?
Well, here's the thing, guys. I had the Niners as a wild card team. I thought the Rams were going to win this division easy. Here's the bad thing on this.
A lot of injuries for Rams.
There is no chance that you go into the playoffs as a wild card. I believe the way the NFC North is shaping up, though they are practically locking up every wild card spot with as well.
Right.
As what the Commanders are probably doing out there in the NFC East.
NFC East, yeah.
But that practically locks up your NFC wild card teams right there. So now you're on.
Jake, go back.
They're locked up?
No. So Jake, I just want you to hit NFC North, South, East, and West. Hit who? I want you to just hit those division winners for me, and then hit the wild card spots. Go ahead.
Already?
Well, the division winners is the Eagles right now. I think the Cardinals could probably very well keep going.
Okay.
I see the Lions already locking that up. And then I see, of course, I think your Falcons will still lock it up. I think the Bucks need other things to happen. They keep losing these close games. Here's the point of it. What I was trying to say. The wild card is the Vikings, Packers, and Commanders right now.
Right.
I don't see them losing much more games.
No.
So I believe the NFC West is only a division win or you're out the playoffs completely.
Or you out. Right.
So either you win the division or you're not making the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Here's the scary thing about the Niners, and they can bounce back and make me change their mind. They're so hot and cold right now. They have the Bills next week, guys. Probably one of the hottest teams right now.
You think they can beat the Bills?
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is right now, as we speak, they are 0-3 in their own division. They have lost to the Cardinals, they have lost to the Rams, and now they have lost to the Seahawks.
Yeah.
They're 1-3. My bad. 1-3. They did beat Seattle earlier in the season. Now they have to show up now more than ever. If they lose next week, it's panic time. Right now, I'm about to press the panic button, but they're telling me to hold off. Next week, if they lose to the Bills, it's panic time in San Francisco.
Padding time. All right.
See what happens.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I think it's tough for the 49ers losing this game to the Seahawks, who looked like they were headed down and out. But they end up winning this game, and they was on the road, which surprised me even more. Gino's just been up and down. He's been up and down. Sometimes he'll come out with a great game, then he'll have 2 bad games. But he comes up with, whenever, you never know, he comes up with a good game, a solid game, and he ends up, he was
0-5 before today against the 49ers. 0-5.
So this is a big win for them, and depends on the schedule. See what happens. But what looks like one team out of there is going to make it. Right now, Arizona's in control of that division as far as they're in control of their fate, as far as if they're going to win that division and make the playoffs. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens in this division. But I think only one team will make it there.
Yeah.
All right. What was another game? Did we talk? We didn't talk Chiefs Bills. I mean, we did a little bit, kind of a roundabout way. But talk about that game, Canteen.
All right, man. Chiefs and Bills, man. When we look at the numbers, man, that was a hard fought game, man. Chiefs took their first loss, 21-30. Get the numbers real quick, guys. Patrick Mahomes ended up going 23 for 33, threw for 196 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Kareem Hunt, 14 carries, 60 yards. Xavier Worthy, 4 receptions, 61 yards, 1 touchdown. Man, Josh Allen had a great day itself, 27 for 40, 262 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He had 12 carries, rushed for 55 yards, and 1 touchdown. And then Shakir, 8 receptions, 70 yards, man. I think this was a needed loss for Kansas City. Mm-hmm. They've been winning, but they haven't been like blowing people out or beating people or winning at that high intense level. I feel really, really good about the Bills, guys. The Bills have had a phenomenal season. They're at 9-2. They're in the driver's seat. If the Bills can finish strong, and the Bills' schedule is not that difficult, the Bills still got to let me finish, bro. Let me finish.
It's difficult.
Let me finish.
Okay, you said it's not that difficult. Okay.
If they can beat the 49ers at home, go on the road and edge the Lions on the road, they will finish strong. I think they got the Patriots again, Patriots twice, and Jets, somebody like that.
Yeah, I mean they finish out easier.
They'll finish out easy. So if they get past the next 2 weeks and they finish out, they'll finish out good. And if all playoff roads lead through Orchard Park, I believe they have a strong opportunity to win the division. They look good on both sides of the ball. They played a really, really good game. Hey, Kansas City can bounce back, but Kansas City doesn't look like the Kansas City that was in place last year. Shout out to the Bills. And if you're going to Buffalo Bills, do it now. Let's go ahead and solidify it, get to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. Because the Bills fans, they have this pattern of going to the playoffs, get to the playoffs and not winning. And then the Bills are the only team in NFL history to go to 4 consecutive Super Bowls and never win. It's now or never, man, for the Bills.
Okay. So what do you think, Omar? The Bills gonna get first place from the Chiefs now? I mean, they're still behind by 1 game, and they've got a tough road the next 3 games, but then they have an easy road at the end to finish out. Can the Bills get that first place? Or I mean, it's kind of relief for the Chiefs, right? I mean, you don't have to worry about trying to go undefeated anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So the Chiefs, I believe, I hate when people say you need a loss or you should take a loss, because you could never take a loss. The name of the game is to win.
The fact that they don't have to worry about the undefeated season pressure.
The name is to win. No, I know. I'm getting there, Flo.
Okay.
But as Herm Edwards said, the point is to win the damn game, right?
Play to win the games. You play to win the game.
Win the damn game. But
right.
In this case, I have to agree, because Canteen is right. They've been playing with fire so long, and I've been saying every week, and I told Mar this on our program that we did together, like the Chiefs have been playing with fire. They've been having close games all year long, and they've got by because they are the better team most of the time, and they can just squeak by when they need to. But that does not play well when you're playing better teams. And as you see today, you go into a home field of another team that could be as good or even better than you, and you're going to find a tough of a challenge. Now, I'm not going to say more about this game. Both teams are going to be probably your AFC championship if we're thinking about this right now.
Okay.
You know, they've been squeaking there. But what I will say is, Buffalo Bills fans, let me give you a little talk real quick. Just look at the camera, my eyes. I love y'all, okay? Y'all are crazy. You like to drink a lot. You like to go.
They go crazy in Buffalo, man.
Yeah, you like to go through tables. I love the Dudley Boys. Jake knows about that.
Go through tables.
I cannot. And there's a Buffalo Bills bar that locates in the bar of my building at the bottom. And I just sit there with 300 Bills fans as every time they scored, let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo. Hey.
I already know, man. I know.
And then,
I know.
One of these old bastard white guys, and there's no race thing, because he made fun of my white friend. But my white friend was in a wheelchair. He's a veteran in a wheelchair.
Oh, man, no.
And we were leaving the establishment.
You made fun of him. Wow.
The guy was like, oh, finally, they get him and that shit out of the way. It took everything in me to not turn around and punch this dude in the face.
Right.
Sorry, all my veterans, I'll let you.
What's up, Papa John? Big John. What's up?
He made a good point. The bad thing about being undefeated is risking the health of your players, risk your starters and blowouts or games that he made a good point. He made a great point, right?
Well, I'm gonna say this. They winning, but they have a final 3-game slate that I'm looking at, and they could very well lose out. You got the Texans. They have the Texans, the Steelers, and the Broncos. The Chiefs do. The Texans, Steelers, and the Broncos.
Texans don't look that great.
Neither do the Chiefs to me.
You said the Steelers quarterback is trash.
And I said the Chiefs offense never has looked good.
They may need that last game too. They may be fighting with all they can to get that last game.
Whatever they got to do. It's in Denver this time, though. I know that.
Yeah, but they may need that game.
And what we should have done to them last week, I would love for them to do that at the Mile High Massacre. Atlanta just saw what happens out there. Don't play it in Mile High.
When's the last time you won like that?
Okay. We just beat the Buccaneers recently like that.
Okay.
We just beat the Bucks by that much.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Where you at, Jake?
Yeah,
hey, Jake, you remember that 72-point loss you had last year? Do you remember?
Yeah. Was that in Denver?
A while back. It reminds me of Flo's games this year with the Cowboys.
Yeah. We don't have a quarterback.
Hey, Jack, you split out one day.
Hey, I know. I hope, and I don't hope for injury. I hope Bo Nix goes down so I can laugh at you.
Man!
Right?
Again, come on.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I mean, why? How can you laugh at somebody when their quarterback's gone?
No. Cowboys just lost their quarterback last week. Y'all been getting your ass whooped all year. Don't do that.
No, we had a bunch of injuries on defense as well.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. You better hope all your people stay healthy. That's all I gotta say.
He said, "Did you guys talk about the Jets? You want to hit that game, the Jets game?"
What?
He said, "The gentleman said he wanted us to hit the Jets game. The Jets game."
Oh boy, that's it. Eliminate them out there.
No one wants to talk about that game, right?
Well, you got to do what the fans want.
Okay, against Omar's protest, we'll talk about the Jets and the Colts. Tight game in that one.
He's gonna feel that way the whole way through.
So the Colts end up beating the Jets. Are the Jets done? Canteen? Are the Colts? Can they get that last place in the playoffs?
Let me hit the numbers, guys. 28-27 victory, man. Richardson, the quarterback for the Colts, went 20 for 30, 272 yards, 1 touchdown. Taylor, their running back, 24 carries, 57 yards, and Downs, their receiver, 5 receptions, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 22 for 29, 184 yards. He threw for 2 touchdowns. Hall, great running back, 16 carries, 78 yards, 1 touchdown. And then Devontae Adams, 6 receptions, 72 yards. I mean, they're toast, bro. They're toast, bro, man. When we look at the standings for the whole AFC, man, they're 3-8. They're tied at 3-8 with the Patriots, man, and the Dolphins are 4-6. So,
what about the Colts?
What do you say?
They're in the run. What about the Colts?
But the Colts.
No, I just looked good on the stream. So
the Colts can possibly make a run, guys, but right now I think the Jets are cooked, man. I think Aaron Rodgers need to give it up.
I called that one.
The Jets need to figure things out. I think them firing their head coach was stupid, but see, some people use another man's trash as another man's treasure. So they fired the guy, ended up going to Green Bay. He's a great addition to the Packers, and so hey, it is what it is, fellas, man. But I think Aaron Rodgers is cooked, man. He's done.
Will Aaron Rodgers be back next year, Omar? What do you think? Because this is the end of their year this year as far as the playoffs. And can the Colts surpass the Broncos and get in that last playoff spot?
I doubt it.
Damn, why do you keep talking about the Broncos? I don't understand.
Because they're that last.
He's hating on them Broncos. He's hating on them Broncos.
They're in that last playoff spot with the
every
Colts
time
right behind them.
It's eating at him. It's eating at him right now. Bad. I get it.
Really bad. I get it. Look.
Well, don't talk about it. Just talk about the Colts. I don't know. You talk about what you want to talk about.
This is the thing. I already know what's happening next year. My sources in New York inside the Jets facility tell me that he will be back next year. Aaron Rodgers has already confirmed.
Yuck.
He will be back next year, and there's nothing the Jets can do about it because he owns the franchise at this point, and that will be one of the biggest.
Your microphone fall again?
Ever? Yeah.
You did. You sound kind of weird.
Damn it. It did. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay.
Here we are.
All right.
As I was saying, so what I was saying is that the Jets, they are done, and unfortunately, they hitched their wagon to Aaron Rodgers. Now, I do have insider information from the Jets facility that Aaron Rodgers will again be back next year, but the problem is that he has all the control in this situation. So I agree with Canteen. They messed up in firing their coach.
That was crazy.
You hindered him with horrible quarterbacks and then brought in Aaron Rodgers, hoping that he would mesh with Nathaniel Hackett and everything would be fine, and it wasn't. And so now you fire Salah. You've done nothing but lose since that point. You trade for Devontae Adams. Nothing but lose since that point. You trade Mike Williams away. You get worse, and it's just not good at all for the Jets. And they're hitched to Aaron Rodgers, and he's what, 42 next year? 43 next year? What are we expecting? Are we expecting this team to be better? No. The Jets are done this year, and the Jets are done for a long time because they make too many bad decisions as a franchise.
So not even next year. So not even next year is there hope for them. Is what
they're going to suck again.
No, as long as they have Aaron Rodgers, they're going to suck. As long as they have Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. And what about the Colts? They do have the Lions next week, but then all they have to finish out the season is Patriots, Broncos, Titans, Giants, and Jags. So they got a soft schedule after the Lions. Can the Colts make a run?
I don't see it.
I believe that if Anthony Richardson can find a groove, that they can make the playoffs.
I think they find one today.
I don't think they're anything more than a wild card team that loses.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
First round. That's right.
Okay.
Omar made a good point. Wild card, one and done.
Okay.
How many losses do they have?
But if they're a wild card team, they have 6.
They got 6 losses.
Ooh, they have 8 losses.
Oh, they got 6 losses already? Oh, no.
Yeah, the Colts already got 6.
Yeah, they're going to have 8. They're going to lose to one of these teams, too.
They ain't making a wild card. There's no way. Yeah.
How's that now? How's that no way?
Because what is Anthony Richardson?
They got the Lions next week. That's 7 automatically.
He ain't been winning games yet.
Yeah.
Why do we?
Yeah, but they got Patriots, Broncos, Titans, Giants, and Jags, and they played their last tough teams. They played the Texans, Titans, and only lost by 3 points.
That's a weak schedule, especially with the Broncos.
Yeah,
whatever.
Just saying.
All I'm saying is he played them Broncos. Good luck.
If they beat the Broncos,
hire Peyton Manning.
If they beat the Broncos, they might have the tiebreaker against them.
If they beat the Broncos, that's the tiebreaker. But
they might have the tiebreaker against them. So that's all I'm saying.
They could have the tiebreaker, but how do we get 7 losses? We're not getting 7 losses, guys.
How do you know? What if they surprise people and beat the Lions? It's not out of the realm of possibility.
The Lions are dismantling.
I'm just saying. They're not smashing everybody.
Guys, this game reminded me of seeing 2 guys tell me that they shit in a toilet and they were fighting over who was bigger out of the crap.
They didn't smash the Texans.
These guys, both these guys suck. I could care less. The AR is not that good, guys. I tried to tell y'all that. AR is not that good.
He had a good.
Get ready what happens.
So
this was 2 bad teams playing against each other.
He had a good
Absolutely.
Against
a good defense.
No, that's not a good defense. Stop saying the Jets are a good defense. After Robert Saleh left, that defense went to straight crap. It's worse than ever.
A good defense though. They're not trash.
It's bad. It's a bad defense.
They're not a trash defense though.
And like I said,
Joshua, I said that plenty of times. The Houston O-lines is getting better now, getting more healthy now.
The Colts have to win a lot of games. I also think they could lose to the Patriots. The Patriots are playing to win, guys. They're not playing to lose. They don't need that pick.
Maybe. Okay. But if they win, it happened to win, the game against y'all could be the tiebreaker.
I don't worry on that game at all. It's in Denver.
Okay.
You got a fan question? Who's the number one?
Who's the number one pick? Probably Shador.
Probably Shador.
Travis Hunter.
Shador will get picked first.
Travis Hunter. Depends if you need a quarterback. If the first team doesn't need a quarterback, it's not gonna be Shador.
No,
they might trade it away unless they trade it away.
Teams are gonna trade up for Shador.
Well, why would they trade away if they know the team ahead of them is not gonna pick a quarterback? There's no sense.
Because I'm telling you, the teams behind that team that could get Travis is gonna trade up to get Shador number 1 overall.
Maybe
they're gonna skip it. You watch.
Maybe.
That's a franchise player.
We'll see.
I said that. Shout out Colorado, what they did.
What about Cam Ward? Does he go? He's probably the next one off the board.
Yeah, bro.
You leaving?
No, this is what we have real quick. I just want to let you know.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Sports Illustrated has the Patriots. Obviously, it's all projected. Standings will change. The Patriots picking number 1 and picking Travis Hunter. They got Carolina number 2 picking Cameron Ward. They got Carolina number 3 picking Shador Sanders.
Wait, you said Carolina
Tennessee.
twice. You said Carolina 2 and 3. Yeah. You said it twice.
Cleveland 3. Cleveland 3. Sorry.
Okay, you said Carolina, but
3.
Good.
They got Cleveland picking Shador Sanders at 3. They got Tennessee picking Victoria McMillan, wide receiver from Arizona at 4, who's a beast. I've been watching him for a long time. Jets picking Will Johnson, cornerback at 5. And then the Raiders would be picking who do they have? Jalen Milroe. That's who they have us picking.
Oh,
Jalen Milroe. How do you feel about that? If that was who you picked?
That's a yuck. I think that Jalen Milroe is a good college quarterback, but I don't think he'll be a spectacular NFL quarterback. I believe that Shador Sanders, has the necessary tools and potential to be good if he can be developed.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Shador's him.
We'll see. All right. Is there another game I want to cover? What do you think, Jake, about the Colts making the playoffs? You don't think they can make it?
No, I don't. I'm more worried on the Dolphins than I am them. I'll be honest.
Oh, really? Okay. That's fair.
If any team from behind, I'd be worried about it's the Dolphins.
Okay. That's fair. All right, let's talk about these. Unless there's another game you want to hit. Let's hit these 2 games. Sunday night, Monday Night Football right now. It's already started. The Chargers. Bengals. What do you got, Canteen, here? Chargers and Bengals. Or let's go Omar on if he has to go.
Yeah, Omar, you go first. I know you got to roll, bro.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. She's
okay.
Good. She's good.
Okay.
She does
man, for me with this game here, fellas, man.
I let him know.
The Bengals are overdue for a win, man. The Bengals are overdue.
They've been overdue.
I mean, they played decent football the duration of the season. They started out weak, and then, like I said, they played pretty decent. Tonight, I'm gonna go.
Don't change your pick.
What? I already picked the Bengals.
Oh, okay.
I picked the Bengals.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna go 34-27. I like the Bengals on the road. I think Joe Shiesty has a phenomenal night. I think this puts them at 5-6, and I think they'll continue to ride the wave. But the Bengals got to win out, man, because when you look at the AFC North, you got 2 powerhouses. You got an 8-2 team in the Steelers, and then you got a 7-4. Mm-hmm. The Ravens, they lost today, so they got to win out, bro. Bengals
what about the Chargers? What about the Chargers? If they lose this game, then the Denver's right on their heels. Can they hold off the Broncos and Chargers if they lose this game?
This is a win-win for us. I love this.
Yeah, talking to Canteen.
No. I mean, Jake kind of answered the question, the caveat on the floor.
So win-win for us, baby. I love this game.
I mean, at the end of the day, is Herbert worth his money in gold? So Herbert needs to win, but I don't think he's going to win because, like I said.
But are they going to? Can they hold off the Broncos in second place?
It's going to be tight, bro. It's going to be tight, Flo.
They lose this game. Okay.
It's going to be tight. AFC West going to be tight.
What do you think, Omar? Who you got in this game?
Yeah, Bengals are on a roll. Chargers are playing decent, but they're just up and down, and Jim Harbaugh needs another year to get them ready. So I got the Bengals. Let's see, what's the line on this? It doesn't really matter, I guess. I'll take I'll take the Bengals by 7. Let's go 24-17.
Let's see, what is the line?
I ain't even got it.
I couldn't find it.
It's -1.5 for the Bengals.
Chargers, I bet.
I'll take
-1.5.
24-21. 24-21 Bengals.
Bengals.
Is this really win-win though, Jake, for you? Because you don't want the Chargers.
It's a
to win,
win-win.
right? Okay.
Bengals lose, they get farther away from us. Chargers lose, they got the Ravens next week. That'd be 5 losses right there.
What if the Chargers win or the Bengals win?
That's why I said
right.
if
Then
the
it's
Chargers
7-3.
think of it. I'm thinking of both losses. If the Bengals lose, puts them behind us even more.
But it's worse if they
Chargers
win,
lose.
right?
Huh?
If the Bengals win, that's worse for y'all, right?
No. If the Bengals win, now the Chargers have to face the Ravens, who just lost just right now, and now they got to go, and that's 5 losses for them. It's a win-win today for this game. I love this game.
So? Okay. Well, you got winning.
I got Bengals winning. Go Bengals! Come on, Joe. Joe Shiesty time. Let's
Joe
go. Burst season. Let's get it going.
Shiesty.
F them Chargers.
Yeah, I think the Chargers are probably going to
I'm
win
going
this
for
game.
a division rival.
The Chargers have, they haven't beaten any juggernauts, but they did play the Cardinals close a few weeks ago. They beat the Broncos before that, and then they've beaten the Saints, Browns, and Titans, which, they're not juggernauts, but they're winning. So I think this is a good test for them to see where they're at.
Win this year.
Their defense is playing really well. They haven't let anybody score more than 17 points, so the defense is playing pretty well.
I love how Jake said they didn't have one good win this year after Flo just said he beat the Broncos.
Yeah. Is that the one good win?
No. They barely beat us. They shouldn't have beat us. Don't worry. We got them again. I just want to let you know the Chargers play the Ravens after this, the Falcons, and then the Chiefs.
Weren't any good.
And then the Buccaneers. Boy, these guys got a 4-game slate. Oh, I can't wait. This is why I love Denver having that tough slate early in the season.
You sound like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
I know.
I love it, bro.
Chargers,
Ravens, Falcons, Chiefs, and
you got
Bucks.
the
Then you got
Chargers, Bengals, and Chiefs. You've got 4 tough games to end the season, Jake.
Who does?
Like you don't have. You do. Colts, Chargers, Bengals.
I'm saying
and
the
Chiefs.
Colts. When did the Colts have a negative record right now?
It doesn't matter if they win a couple of games before they play all. They're
not winning next week, Flo. Cancel that game, bro. The Lions are destroying.
We don't know
them,
that.
bro.
Hey, any given Sunday, Omar, right?
Hey, Canteen, let me know if he puts in his picks that he puts the Colts beating the Lions. Please let me know on those picks.
No, don't ask them
I want to see that. I want to see.
Flo,
Flo, put your money where your mouth is on that, and make sure you pick them damn Colts that day. Put it on your little thing.
Now, I'll say this: Flo may or may not, man. Like I said, sometimes I kind of wonder about Flo's picks. Flo picks certain teams on certain situations, and I'm like, hey, it is what it is.
And I'm right most of the time.
No.
Yeah.
Stop.
I am.
Stop getting him agitated. We don't need this. No one here wants to.
What are you talking about? I'm not agitated.
No one wants to hear about your picks. Let's move on.
He brought it up, not me.
No, I know. I'm not sure that he picks the Colts because he's so high on the Colts this whole day. He's been high on the Colts all day today. I don't know why.
I talked about the game.
No, you said, the Colts look like a pretty tough team. You count them as a tough team being 4-6, 5-6. Stop that.
But Jake, all right.
Okay.
Next.
Shane Steichen's a good coach.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Go ahead, Canteen. Talk about this Houston and Dallas game Monday night.
Man.
Monday night. Hey, Flo, you already know how I feel about the Monday night game.
Oh,
man, you put me in this game here could be a toss-up.
Oh,
but I think
you know what? By the way, real quick, gentlemen, I have country boxing on Tuesday night. Do y'all want to go tomorrow for the game instead of Tuesday?
It don't matter.
What? You have what Tuesday?
I have country boxing Tuesday. I got to go do boxing interviews and stuff at that place that I've been doing.
Oh, okay.
So do y'all want to go tomorrow instead of Tuesday?
Before the game, or what are you talking about?
Yeah, before the game. Yeah. Tomorrow before the game. So we'll get on here like 6 and we can.
I don't care. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I'm good with Tuesday or Monday.
Up to y'all. I just won't be there.
I'm
Tuesday.
cool with
That's
it.
all. That's all I'm saying. I cannot be there Tuesday.
It depends on what time I get out tomorrow. So
Tuesday. This is your Tuesday.
Yeah,
Should
no,
be
y'all
good
carry
today.
on.
All
Y'all
right.
do it
Okay.
without me. You don't need me.
Okay. All right.
All right, Flo, what do you want me to talk about this game? Hey, so this
Yep.
game is Houston, Dallas, man. There really ain't much to say about the entire game, man. I mean, at this point in the season, man, it's a rebuild for you guys. Houston wins by 7. I'm gonna go 20-27. Houston wins on the road at AT&T
Wow.
in your place.
By 7.
That's all I got on that game, man. It's just hard to it's hard to forecast that one, bro.
I really want to go with you, Canteen. I really do. I really think that would be the way that things would happen. But at some point, the Cowboys have to have.
You gotta have something, yeah.
You froze up. You froze up.
And I think
He froze up.
they gotta have some intestinal fortitude or something to kind of get them over the hump to win a game.
Can y'all hear Omar?
I think Omar is probably leaning more towards
No,
Sound like he froze up.
the Dallas man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I
Chris.
hope not. I hope not. This is practically going to be a blowout, guys. This gets pretty bad. I'm going to say 31-9.
Damn.
Cowboys can't score a damn touchdown, man. I don't know. These guys cannot do anything. 31-9. Texans win. They're their best team out of Texas right now.
Where's Omar at?
I don't
Still
know.
frozen?
I think he might be gone, bro.
Still frozen. He's frozen for sure. All right, Omar's frozen. I didn't get to hear what he's going to say. He looked like he was going to try and pick the Cowboys. I don't know. But we'll see. So you got a 7-point game. Jake's got a blowout. I think it'll be a close game. I think that the O-line, like Joshua said, the O-line. You know who that is, right, Canteen? Smith?
Who's that?
Smith? Joshua Smith?
Oh yeah, Josh Smith. He's Mike
yeah.
that was in Hawaii with us, man. Shout out to you,
Yeah,
bro.
he's not in here with us no more, man. Yeah, I think this will be a closer game because I think Cooper will look a little bit better. They got Micah back again. I don't know. I don't think D-Law's coming back. And I don't know if Bland's coming back. I was hoping he would be back sooner, but we've just been devastated with injuries. I think D-Law's not coming back. So it'll be a close game. I'll say it's a 3-point game, 23-20. Texans win. All right.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Any final thoughts, Canteen, as we wrap up this Sunday night? The Sunday night serve.
Hey, now, fellas, man, great run, great week, man. We'll reconvene Tuesday. We got a lot to talk about Tuesday. A lot of college football, a lot to really unpack on Tuesday night, man.
Jake's really excited about his team. Let's hope his bubble bursts. Let's hope the bubble bursts for his team. We can only hope his bubble bursts.
Well, we want to
We'll see what happens.
We want chip season.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. He's really high right now and laughing.
With the Cowboys.
Let's see what happens when if his team goes down the toilet, if he shows up. We'll find out.
Bro.
Hopefully. All right. Thanks for joining. Go hit that like button at the Bottom Line Sports. I'm
Yes, sir.
Cole. That's Canteen. Omar's gone, and that's Hot Take Jake. We'll see you next time on the Bottom Line Sports.
Go Broncos. Dove Club.
Yeah. Here we go. See you later.
Thanks so much for joining us, and until next time, let's talk sport, friends. Thanks for watching.
You good, man?